Welcome to Literary Lands. Welcome to Literary Lands.
Having finished this book, what is the scene that's been most memorable to you?
Chapter
James?
55.
Yeah. What do you got?
Come back.
You sighed, so I thought you had
It's
to.
a fan question where a group of guys, it's supposed to be about chapter 55.
They get to that, don't worry. That's coming.
I'm sure it is, but one of the ones that sticks out to me was like one of the first times Reese was like shown that he could be injured, so he gets shot out of the sky by these crazy assassins. That was pretty wild because Feyre really had to like step up and do stuff that she would not normally have done. So she's now the hero in that situation for this guy who's otherwise all powerful, basically. And he got shown like super weakness, like he is vulnerable, and she had to save him. So that was pretty good.
So the scene where she's saving him, that scene fucking stuck out to me so much because that was amazing when she's like cutting people's throats and
She's just like
doing all this
winnowing
like
from,
self-assassin
place to
stuff.
place.
That was friggin' awesome. That was like
she just flipped
Metal Gear Solid, like
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden video game shit. That was so cool.
On the same vein, it was when they were infiltrating Highburn, and Az and Cassian were kind of doing the same thing.
That was
It
pretty.
just
That was
like,
pretty dope.
It was like there's like 20 guards in there, and they're just
Not
like,
anymore.
we'll be gone for 3 seconds. Oh, we're back. We're wiping the blood off of the blade. It's like, holy crap.
That was cool. I like those parts too.
It was fun to read it, but I'm also, if they ever turn this into a show, I'd really like to see like this.
How they do that.
Yeah.
I'm with you there.
Scott?
So there's two for me. Both revolve around Feyre.
I thought you were going to say cereal, but that's okay. Keep going.
Feyre. The first one is when they're in the woods and Lucien has appeared out of nowhere and he's getting ready to grab her, and then all of a sudden she realizes her winnowing power, and like Sarah J. Maas brilliantly plays it out like slowly. Then all of a sudden, she's one place and then she's another. And, like Lucien's like, whoa.
The clever turnip.
Yeah, and it's like kind of a hey, send that back to Tamlin. I'm a badass bitch right now. So I thought that was pretty cool. Like she fully realized a lot of her power right
Ripped
in
her
that second.
sleeves off.
Yeah.
And the other one was when she kills the Tor. Just the no mercy.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah,
It's a good one. Good one.
Yeah.
Dang.
They both were good, but yeah,
That was a great
Damn
one.
it! I forgot about that one. That was sick too.
The Weaver was cool too, like when she was, because there was just like, there was a lot of anticipation, like what's she gonna do when she actually turns around, when she heard her, and then having to escape through the roof and like punch her way out. She was like punching her.
Yeah, because that thing was weaving human remains
the
into
chimney.
the
to the final battle since I know. Oh, go ahead. You
Yeah,
got
no,
it.
I also liked when they went to Court of Nightmare,
Mm.
where you heard about like all of Reese's power and stuff, but then you like saw like
Yeah.
all these people in the court that are like, like shuddering at his like crazy power.
Be honest, you just liked Feyre getting on Reese's lap
That's
and
Princess
going
Leia.
for it in frend of everybody.
I didn't
No
hate
fucks
it.
given.
I didn't hate it, but
Me too.
I liked that better than chapter 55.
OTP.
Warmed
It's
it
not
up.
necessarily a hot take, honestly. Like I get where you're coming from with that. The one this is like bring me all back. I got another one too. Is that the whole where they are in summer court and they got to go steal the thing? Like that was pretty sweet.
That was cool.
Because
You got to
that
see
was,
Amryn.
That was
Yep.
exactly right. Yeah, one of the first times I like really seeing Amryn, and that was interesting to me because like we clearly know like there is something going on. She's crazy powerful, but we don't really know. Like she was able to do some really cool stuff, but then like at the same time, like because of her form, like she was still kind of reserved, but she's still also a super badass. Like really cool there. And then you see that again, like the big giant battle scene, like that is obviously awesome. What's up, Jack?
Jack's got an
He likes the battle scenes too.
Well, definitely, like, you being a Cass fan, like, when they're on the bridge and, like, casually, like, there's a huge army invading. Cass, like, no, I got it. Just hold on a second. I got this. I'm going to go face everybody. Like, that was pretty sweet. Like, and to see all their different crazy powers was awesome. Like, yeah.
Well, and going back to stealing the book scene, like what I liked about that too is they tied the whole, like when Feyre helped the Wraiths, when she basically gave them some silver or something so that they could pay off their debt. I kept wondering like how is that going to come back around in the story? So I like that they tied that back together.
Yeah, definitely.
It reminded me of a Spider-Man and Family Guy. Everybody gets one. They saved her. Get her out of there. Okay, next question from the fans. Who is the best High Lord and why is it Tarquin? Tarquin was like...
I didn't write this. This was a fan.
I know. Yeah, Tarquin's little Lord
Well,
Fauntleroy.
he hasn't been a High Lord for very long, right? Wasn't he like new into the whole?
Yeah. It's like in Game of Thrones, you would watch, and all of a sudden there'd be like the leader of a certain area of the wherever the hell that book took place.
Well,
they'd be like a little kid.
I think Rhys gets pretty big bonus points right off the bat because his court was the only one that wasn't affected by the whole Amarantha situation. So the fact that he was able to keep that city hidden,
part of it was right.
Part of it, Court of Nightmares. You're right.
Yeah.
But 50%.
Yeah.
Tarquin is like, I hope we see more of him, honestly, right? He's probably got a bad taste in his mouth right now, but he seemed like an overall pretty good dude. I think he's got his head on the right,
Head on a swivel.
Sure, yeah, I think that works. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. It's the scotch, but he's young, but he's wanting to prove himself. It seems like in the right way to his people, and it seems like he's pretty strong too. The waterbending power is pretty cool. So, I mean, I hope we see more of him, honestly, and I think he's going to be on the same side ultimate in whatever final battle or huge battle.
Speaking of that, though, do you see like potential? Obviously, he sent the blood rubies, which
sparkly
but also like death threat, right? Like basically. So one thing I just thought of as you're talking is. Do him and Tamlin maybe join forces in the next book against the Night Court? Does he maybe become an enemy? Enemy.
It's
well,
really
enemy.
Water power.
It's water.
It's that water power.
Yeah.
Aquaman.
Oh god, that one got me. That one got me.
It's a Scotch, right? That's what it was.
Yeah.
I like that they live where they live. Adria. Adriad. So that implies like
I got that question wrong. Don't look at me.
that implies like
Adriatic Sea.
That implies the Adriatic Sea. It's like
Yes.
the east coast of Italy, like between Italy and Croatia.
Yeah.
That's a pretty
Sure,
cool place
yeah,
to
that's where
live.
it is.
I want to go back there. That seems pretty cool.
Seaside villas is like,
Yes,
I mean,
I'm
not,
down for
not
it.
a bad place.
And they go on the party barge that one night. It's like that's freaking cool.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
very,
that.
very Italian mob boss family thing. Kind of sending the blood rubies. It's a sign. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I like
No,
The
never-
Goodfellas
don't never
references
go with the
continue. Lots of Goodfellas. Lots of Goodfellas.
Tarkin.
All right, so
but now
Offer you
Tarkin. Nobody asked me what I think.
what do you think? What do you think about Tarkin?
Why don't you
What do
tell
you
us
think about
I'm not
Tarkin?
even here. All right. I think
So anyway.
he's very weak.
He's
obviously.
very weak.
But he's young. I think this was a good learning moment for him. He was very kind of obtuse to what was going on around
He was
him.
too trusting.
He's a rookie.
Yeah, yep. He didn't see what was happening in front of his eyes. And I think he'll learn from it and be stronger for it. But for right now, yeah, he's weak.
Quick learner.
Yeah.
I think he's a quick learner.
And we don't know much about any of the other High Lords too, so our knowledge is very limited at this point.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I'm pumped to see what we get.
Dawn Court doesn't even exist.
Who?
Like, it's on a map,
Oh.
but it's not in the books.
The soap, the
Well,
novels.
Don. So
That brings us to our
Now I
next fan
understand.
question. Do you have any wild, unfounded predictions for book number 3? Scott, kick us off, buddy.
They're all unfounded. Yeah, go ahead.
Could have given me a heads up. What do I have to go? I go last every time.
You said we never asked you.
We're
That's my
asking you.
thing. I go last.
Well, you said Dawn Court. Do you think they'll go to Dawn Court?
No, probably not.
Probably not. They'll just leave it on the map.
Just to bounce out the
Never
map.
go there.
It's just up there. We don't address it.
Space filler.
Dawn and day, we just leave those
Yeah.
alone. Yeah.
Bold predictions for book 3. Does anyone else have any? Because I got none.
I do.
Go for
Go ahead.
I got one. I think that building off what we were just talking about, I think Tarquin maybe possibly is against the Night Court and he becomes an enemy, at least for some part of the book. Maybe he turns it around, but I think for a while he's going to be a pain in their ass.
What? Yeah, I forget, but wasn't him and Tam buddies, or wasn't there something about that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember that.
Whatever. Tam and good friends. I think I feel like I gotta go back to deaths and just like call out a couple. Like we've already kind of talked about Lucien.
Mm-hmm. You think he goes down in the next book?
I think he goes down.
Yeah.
Well, there's
I
one
think
more
so.
book, so
Oh,
yeah.
news to me.
So in the next book, yes, I think that. I'm also gonna go. I'm gonna go Amryn too, even though I think that before that we get to see maybe final form, like whatever that looks like. Those are my two main ones.
Amryn, I think, maybe I read it wrong, but if she's like unleashed, because it sounds like she's like contained right now. It sounds like she's even more powerful than Reese
Correct.
if she's like fully out there. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
It'd be hard for me to see her going down.
She's gonna go Cthulhu. Like
So I was thinking like
Yeah,
Super Saiyan or something.
Super
like she's
Saiyan?
Gonna, yeah,
I was
right
thinking
now.
like unholy like nightmare.
Oh, okay.
I picture it as Pirates of the Caribbean, whichever one that is, where she becomes gigantic, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Nope. Never saw it.
Release the Kraken.
Oh yeah.
Release the
Calypso.
Kraken.
Calypso.
Oh, okay. I do.
Yeah. You still don't know what I'm talking about, but that's okay.
I'm thinking eldritch horror. Like you can't even comprehend like why she's so terrible.
What does that mean?
That's what I'm predicting. It's like a terror beyond comprehension. A mortal mind cannot comprehend it. Possibly.
This guy's smart.
Someone's
You
gonna
know,
get in the comments and
I
tell me I'm
can't
wrong. I'm just waiting for it.
Sam is our eldritch horror.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna go back one. Last one. Is
here we
that
go.
I think Tamlin lives. He gets a tiny redemption, lives, but then kind of has to live with like guilt of a bunch of crap happening. He's just like kind of forced into that existence. Those are my 3 predictions.
Another Forrest Gump reference. Tamlin's gonna get Lieutenant Dan. He's gonna lose some limbs. He's gonna lose some limbs.
Interesting.
Just like Lucian lost an eye, Tamlin's gonna lose like his arms or his legs or something like that. But he'll survive and be redeemed in a way.
Interesting.
All right, I have an off-the-wall one that has no basis, but Jurian gets a redemption arc.
You think Jurian does?
No, I don't, but I just that'd be the
That'd be pretty wild.
It's unfounded. That's for
That-
sure.
The eyeball?
That's for
yeah.
sure.
Well, not anymore.
Just only the eyeball. Only his eyeball gets
Formerly known as
redeemed.
the eyeball.
He's gonna chip.
Formerly
Okay,
known.
I'm gonna build off of that. His former girlfriend. What's
Amarantha.
no. Urian.
On the
She
island.
steals away with another guy, and they go hide away in the mortal land,
Yes.
where mortals and wherever.
They're on an island somewhere.
They're gonna come back and they're gonna save
So
everyone.
Jurian gets cut.
They're gonna be
Jurian
key.
gets
They're
cut.
gonna be key members of book 3.
Very
There is a cuck thing going on.
There's,
in this
yeah,
book,
there's been a few cucks so far.
They brought them up in like the last chapter
They
for a
did.
reason. It's like, hey, remember these.
That's a good
Remember
point.
these characters.
Jurian, instead of getting turned back into an eyeball, gets turned back into like some other random object. Like for
Or like
another
a foot.
yeah, he's like a foot for another 1,000 years or something like that.
He's just a disembodied foot. So
Visuals.
so I've got not a wild prediction, a reasonable prediction, and that is yeah, you guys might decide differently. I say that Tamlin realizes he backed the wrong pony in the Highburn guys, like just like a split second too late. He realizes he made the wrong decision just a little bit too late.
He did kind of seem that way right at the end.
Yeah, I think he tries to walk it back, but it's too late.
The problem is Feyre like built into the lie and made it seem like Reese really was controlling it the whole time. So I think it's gonna be a hard sell for Tamlin to not get over that at this point, because now he believes he was right the whole time, because Feyre's like, yeah, Reese was mind controlling me. So I think it's gonna be a hard time getting over that and turning good again.
That's a good point.
Also, where was the worm in this book? We thought there was gonna be 2 worms.
Cameron.
So I'm saying worm comes back. Book
More
3,
worms.
It's bigger, it's wider,
Worm action.
and it's hungry, and it's coming for people. It's my prediction.
That's the worst prediction, but let's go ahead.
Or the best.